There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So UCLA's offense takes the field. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week,
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the Big House fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
Makes the grab. It's Thomas. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Bruins have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He'll keep it himself. Runs through a tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Catches it at the 15. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So Michigan's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. The give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Hines is tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Might be calling a hot route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Toss to the outside. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Turning it off. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. He'll try the left side. Got the first down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. After the run, now to throw. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan! He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly. And the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. On the ground, it's Thomas. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. The Bruin uniforms look pretty, but don't let it fool you. They'll stick their face in the fan and run it tough like a Freeman McNeil used to.
Okay, a good pull. Freeman McNeil,
Oh, he's got some space. All the way out across the 45-yard line, marking out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. He's got him in the flat. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will be slowed down back at the 43. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, great zone coverage in the back end by this defense. A lot of eyeballs on the quarterback. Great job. The ball comes out, and you can see, Jesse, that defensive secondary on a string, break on the football, and they go force the INT.
And that's what this defense wants to do. They want to win first and second down, bring their dime personnel on the field third and long, play that zone defense. There's nowhere for you to throw the football, and they get a critical takeaway.
Looking for space. It's Buckley. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
And the Wolverines come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. It's a reverse. Shoots his way for more.
A lot of times you have these guys start, these wide receivers, they're game breakers, and you want to find ways to give them the football, whether it be screens, whether it be jet sweeps. Just find ways to give him the football because he can get 5 yards in a hurry when you need those plays, especially when you want to mix it up on the defense and keep them guessing.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. The Wolverines are on the move. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on first and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing second down and goal.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. To the air, it's Underwood. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
And then man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
to throw. It's Iamaleava. Got it in the middle. It's Staples. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Flores. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Bruins will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Buckley. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Using his legs, it's Haynes.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. And a missed connection on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
There he goes. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Flores. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, they execute the end route, and how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. They'll run the screen. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but just keeps the defense out.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. He'll take the deep shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's crease court. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Finds the tight end. Bust through behind his pad. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. This offense has it with really good field position. Trying to set the tone with the run. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 22 on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. On the ground, it's Haynes. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverine. And the punishment has been extended. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Looking for a crease, it's Thomas. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Snagged in the middle, it's Flores. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball. Out of bounds. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Tight end now in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Now on 2nd down. Quick release on the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Gets open down the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here's the handoff. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it.
Breaks into the open. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Second down coming up. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really...
And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming in the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. They'll run it from the gun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Buckley. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Motion from the wideout. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. UCLA will go back to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Got his man. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. The Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Got a man, it's Cox. And the defense drags him down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Michigan. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Georgia is getting throttled right now inside Sanford Stadium. And frankly, it's been that way since the crowd started barking during the opening kick. They're trailing by 17 to Florida. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air, it's Iamaleava. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Bruins come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.